Hi, I'm Janelle Shires, Youth and Family Program Director here at the Center for Spiritual Living in Seattle. We have our youth program here in person at 11 a.m. on Sundays, so if you're in the Seattle area, it would be lovely to have you join us. But if you're not, I'm grateful that you found these videos so that you can share them with your children when it's convenient for you. This month we are talking about Muslim foundations, and this week is on prayer. The Prophet Muhammad has sayings that have been collected and written down over the generations. And in the Hadith, in the Quran, with the Sunni Islams, it is their way that they are guided through the practice of prayer and other ways of worship. So when they pray 5 times a day, they are really connecting with spirit. They're connecting with God, Allah, their parents, themselves, their blessings. And even though it takes some effort, it allows for that connection with spirit and God. And effort is important, but it's also important to know where to place your effort and not just be doing something just to do it. There's a story about an old ship that the engine just stopped running, and the owners really needed to get their ship across the ocean. So they called in all of these mechanics to look at it, and no one could figure it out. Finally, they had an old man who had been doing ship work since he was a young child. And he came with his little bag of tools, and he looked the engine up and down and all around, and finally just took out this little hammer and gave a certain area of the engine a little tap tap, and that engine sprang to life. The owners were just in shock. I mean, what did the guy do? How did he know what to do that? So they went off on their way, and they get a bill for $10,000. And they're like, what? He hardly did anything. So they sent him a message of saying, please give us an itemized bill. So the old worker just writes back and says, tapping of hammer, $2. Knowing where to tap the hammer, $9,998. So he knew where to place his effort. In the Science of Mind tradition, we say something about prayer of treat and move your feet. We have affirmative prayer, which is that recognition of God is, and that unification of I am, and also the step of realization of what is your desired good. And that gratitude is extremely important part of it also. And then you let it go. You just give it over to God. So that's what we say is treat and move your feet. And I've put some information down below for those steps so you can look it over a little more. But having that prayer practice, that connection with God, however many times a day you do it, is really important. It helps that connection and increases our gratitude. And many religions have different forms of prayer. So I look forward to hearing about your experience with prayer and how it's working for you. Let me know. Thanks. Bye.